In just 4 weeks on one surprising medication, my weight loss results have really shocked me. Imagine losing weight, transforming your body, and improving your health from the inside out, and all while in menopause. And to make it even better, imagine it being just way easier than you ever expected. That's what happened to me. I've lost 8 pounds. I have more energy and I feel better in my clothes already after just 4 weeks on Tirzepatide. So let me show you how I did it. Hi, I'm Dr. Julie Kruger, a licensed physical therapist and a certified health coach, and welcome back to my channel. If you're in menopause and struggling with weight loss like I was, you are in the right place. Over the past month, I've been on the GLP-1 medication Tirzepatide while navigating weight loss and the hormonal changes in menopause. So stay tuned here as I reveal my 4-week Tirzepatide weight loss results, body fat changes, and my measurements. Later on, I'll also share why staying hydrated significantly affected my results. Plus, I'll go over the changes in my Tirzepatide dosage and the side effects of this GLP-1 medication that I've experienced so far. Now, if you've been following my journey, you know that I lost 5 pounds in my first week on GLP-1 on a very low dose of compounded Tirzepatide. But to recap real quick, my goal is to lose no more than 1 to 2 pounds per week because there are health risks that come with losing weight too quickly that I want to avoid. Now, with that said, it's not unusual to lose a little more weight in your first week on any weight loss program. So I really wasn't too concerned that I lost 5 pounds in week 1, especially since my body balanced itself out in the second week. But in week 2, I actually ended up gaining 0.6 pounds. Now, obviously, that's not what I was hoping for, but remember, the scale does not tell us the whole story, which is why it's important to measure your progress in a variety of ways. So stick with me here because we need to look at the changes in my body composition to see the rest of the story. And I'll share my updated body measurements here in just a couple of minutes too. So you can see here at the top, my starting weight was 173.4. And just to recap week 1 real quick, I lost a total of 5 pounds and my body fat percentage went down 0.8% from 46.2 to 45.4%. My total body water also dropped from 69.4 pounds to 67.2 pounds, so down 2.2 pounds in body water. Now, total body water gives us some indication of our overall hydration levels, but this also includes extra water or inflammation we are retaining in the body. I was actually increasing my water intake by quite a bit during week 1, so this drop probably had more to do with the fact I was retaining less water and releasing inflammation versus a drop due to dehydration. My lean muscle also dropped a little bit in week 1, but I wasn't too concerned about a small change, especially since I knew my body was still adjusting to all the changes happening in week 1. So let's look closer at week 2. As I mentioned earlier, I gained 0.6 pounds. But look at my body fat percentage. It dropped by another 2.6%. Again, I had been working really hard to improve my hydration in week 1 and 2, and you can see my total body water increased from 67.2 pounds to 70.8 pounds, which is better than where I started. So how do I know for sure this increase in total body water is a good thing and not just water retention or inflammation? because when I look at my lean muscle mass, I saw that it had increased from 50.5 pounds to 52.9 pounds. So no, I didn't actually gain 2.4 pounds of lean muscle in 1 week. But what this tells me is that my muscles are holding more water since my hydration levels are better. Now imagine if I wasn't tracking my body composition. I might have been really discouraged to see that I had gained weight in week 2. But when I look at the changes in my body fat, the total body water, and lean muscle, I can really see that these changes are positive overall. My body composition gave me the whole story, so I wasn't worried about that small weight gain in week 2. And here's something surprising about weeks 3 and 4. I lost 1.9 pounds in my 3rd week and another 1.7 pounds in my 4th week. So that's a total loss of 8 pounds in my first month on Tirzepatide in menopause. And I just can't believe how easy it has been compared to my last several attempts to lose weight. And all of this averages out to about 2 pounds per week, which is perfect. That's a healthy rate of weight loss. So I'm very, very happy with that. But that's not all. You can see that my overall body fat percentage is down a total of 4.3%. And my lean muscle has increased overall by a total of 1.3 pounds. My goal right now is to maintain my lean muscle within about 1 to 2 pounds while I'm working on losing body fat, because it can actually be fairly difficult to lose body fat and make significant gains in lean muscle mass at the same time. Once I get closer to my target weight, I may want to shift my focus to building more lean muscle. But for now, I'm really happy with the changes I'm seeing. Now, what I'm about to tell you next about hydration just might blow your mind. I know it blew my mind when I first learned this. First of all, it's normal to see your hydration levels fluctuate a little bit from week to week. This can be due to changes in fluid intake, different foods that you eat, sodium in your diet, exercise and sweating, temperature, etc. And you can see here that my total body water has fluctuated up and down every week. Of course, I've been working hard to increase my fluid intake, and my total body water is up by 0.9 pounds overall. But here's the mind-blowing part. When your body is well hydrated, your muscles will hold more water. And any body composition analyzer that uses bioelectric impedance technology that's similar to my InBody 270 will interpret this to show more lean muscle and less body fat. And if your hydration levels are low, your lean muscle will appear to be lower and your body fat will appear to be higher. What this means is fluctuations in your hydration levels that are normal will cause small fluctuations in your body fat and your lean muscle measurements, even with the most sophisticated body composition analyzers. Our muscles need to be well hydrated to function properly and to help prevent cramps, fatigue, injury, but this also leads to a fuller, more defined and toned look to our muscles. So now you have one more really good reason to stay well hydrated. And now that you understand how hydration affects your body composition, it can help prevent you from spiraling into a dark hole and getting down on yourself when you see small shifts in your weight, body fat, or lean muscle measurements. It can also help you make more meaningful improvements to your hydration and other health habits to keep your progress moving in the right direction. Real quick, I want to talk about another hydration measurement I'm tracking, which is right here. I'm also tracking how much of my total weight is body water, which is another marker for overall health. We know that a healthy range for women is 45 to 60%. And as you can see, despite the small fluctuations in hydration each week, this marker has improved from about 40% to 42.5%. I'm still a little shy of the low end of that healthy range, but this will continue to improve as I continue to lose weight and continue to work on improving my overall hydration. Improving my lean muscle mass over time will also help, since we now know our muscles are really good at holding water. As I promised earlier, I have an update for you on my body measurements. Tracking your body measurements is another great way to help you visualize your progress, especially when the scale seems to be a little slow or maybe even stuck. So let's look at the changes in my body measurements at week 4. I only saw changes in a few areas. My neck circumference went down 0.25 inches. My chest went down 0.5 inches. And my hips went down 0.5 inches. Everything else stayed pretty much the same. So this means I lost a total of 1.25 inches in 4 weeks. And at first I thought 1.25 inches doesn't seem like a lot, but I feel the difference in how my clothes fit. So don't discount small changes in your body measurements. Even the small changes are proof that you're making progress and working to reclaim your health. I've tried several times to lose weight in menopause, but I've never successfully lost 8 pounds with any of those attempts, let alone 8 pounds in just 4 weeks. It didn't matter how diligent I was with my nutrition or how much I exercised for weeks and sometimes months. The hormonal weight loss struggles in menopause are real. My weight loss progress would just stall after losing a few pounds, or worse, I would end up gaining weight instead. And I wasn't gaining muscle. I usually lost a little bit of muscle with each attempt. So to lose 8 pounds in just 1 month on compounded tirzepatide, while dropping body fat, while maintaining or improving lean muscle, improving hydration, and losing inches, this is truly amazing. Next, I want to quickly go over the changes I made in my tirzepatide dosage and give you a quick update on the side effects I've been experiencing. As I mentioned earlier, I started on a very low dose of compounded tirzepatide. I started at just 10 units of medication. For perspective, most people start at 25 units of tirzepatide. The plan I have worked out with my naturopath is to start low and titrate the dosage up slowly to minimize the side effects while losing 1 to 2 pounds of weight each week. Now, since I didn't lose at least 1 pound in week 2, that's the week that I gained 0.6 pounds, I went ahead and increased my tirzepatide dosage from 10 units to 15 units. And then I continued to lose weight in weeks 3 and 4. So I have stayed at the 15 units for now. And I know I may have a little slower progress overall with the lower dosages, but I'm okay with that. I would rather take the minimal effective dose needed to achieve a safe rate of weight loss than push my body too hard too fast. I also like that the lower dosage can help minimize any side effects. Speaking of side effects, I've continued to have some mild nausea on and off and a mild headache here and there. Staying hydrated has probably been the biggest help with this. I really haven't had much of an appetite, which is obviously a big part of how these GLP-1 medications work. But as I was reflecting back on the past month, I think the majority of the nausea and headaches have been on the days that I didn't work and don't have as much of a structure to my day. When I work, I always eat lunch during my lunch break because I can't stop to eat lunch or even eat a snack when I'm in the middle of treating patients. So I realized I wasn't eating lunch on my days off because I wasn't hungry. But I don't think I was eating enough, and that may have contributed to me feeling kind of crappy. So I need to be more intentional about making sure I'm eating enough on my days off, especially. And hopefully that will help ward off the nausea and headaches a little bit more. So I'll keep you updated on how that goes. In my first week, I also had a little bit of constipation, which is another common side effect of these GLP-1 medications. And I had started taking 300 milligrams of magnesium citrate before bed. And that did the trick for a little while, but with the increase in my tirzepatide dosage, I was still having a little bit of constipation. So I increased the magnesium citrate to 450 milligrams and then again to 600 milligrams. And I spread that out and take 300 milligrams before bed, and the other 300 milligrams I take in the morning. And that seems to be working well for now. I don't necessarily just want to keep taking more and more magnesium. So if I have any more problems with constipation, I'll reach out to my naturopath to discuss some other options if needed. But for now, things are back on track. Overall, I can say that I am very happy with the progress I've made in just 4 weeks on compounded tirzepatide. I've lost 8 pounds and 4.3% body fat while improving my lean muscle and overall hydration. Haven't lost a lot of inches, and my clothes are starting to fit better though. So I'm definitely celebrating all the wins in my first 4 weeks. But I know I cannot and do not want to rely on this medication indefinitely. So, for your benefit and my benefit, I want to reinforce the importance of a holistic approach to weight loss and the importance of incorporating good hydration, protein goals, and strength training for the long-term sustainable results that we really want. I'm using GLP-1 medication as a tool to reach my weight loss goal, but I don't plan to stay on it forever. And I'm really encouraged by what my naturopath is seeing with her patients, being able to taper off the medication and maintain their weight loss progress. Many of them have actually maintained their progress within 2 to 3 pounds for over a year now. So that was really great to hear. But we have to remember that weight loss is just one part of the bigger picture. The only way those results will last is if we work to establish good health habits and routines now that will help us maintain our health long term. If 4 weeks have brought these amazing changes, I'm really excited to see what will unfold in the coming weeks and months. I'll continue tracking my weight, my body composition, and all the other health markers, and I'll keep you updated on my tirzepatide weight loss journey. You know, I just realized I haven't talked much about my current exercise routines, so I'll have to share more about what I'm doing for exercise in the coming weeks. So stay tuned for that. But for now, if you enjoyed this video or found some value here, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel and tap that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. And now it's your turn. Tell me in the comments what burning questions do you have about tirzepatide, or what has been your biggest obstacle to weight loss during menopause? Let's try to tackle it together. And if you're on your own GLP-1 weight loss journey, tell me, how did your first month go? I'd really love to hear from you. Let's keep supporting one another on our path to better health, and I'll see you next time.